Have you ever heard someone say that red cars are faster than others? Maybe you've seen a bright red sports car speeding down the road and thought the same thing. But is there any real science behind this belief, or is it just a myth created by our minds? Today, we're going to uncover the truth about why people think red automobiles are faster and what actually makes a car fast. For decades, many people around the world have believed that red cars are naturally faster than cars of other colors. This idea is so popular that it has become part of car culture, racing jokes, and even marketing strategies. When people imagine a powerful sports car, they often picture it in bright red paint, roaring down a highway or racing track. But the truth is much more interesting than the myth. The color of a car has absolutely no effect on its speed, engine power, or performance. A car's speed depends on mechanical and engineering factors such as engine power, aerodynamics, weight, tire grip, and transmission efficiency. The paint color on the outside simply does not influence how fast the car can move. However, the belief that red cars are faster did not appear randomly. It actually has deep roots in psychology, history, and human perception. One of the biggest reasons behind this myth is human psychology. The color red naturally attracts attention more than most other colors. Scientists have long studied how humans react to colors, and red is often associated with energy, power, danger, and excitement. When we see something red moving quickly, our brain tends to exaggerate the sense of speed. This psychological effect makes red vehicles appear faster even if they are traveling at the same speed as cars of other colors. In many sports, the color red has also been linked to aggression and dominance, which further strengthens the idea that red objects are more powerful or intense. When people see a red sports car, their brain instantly connects the color with speed and performance, even though there is no physical reason for it. Another important reason this myth became popular comes from the history of car racing. In the early days of international motorsport during the early 20th century, racing teams from different countries used specific colors to represent their nations. Italian racing cars, for example, were traditionally painted bright red. Legendary racing manufacturers such as Ferrari and Alfa Romeo often used red as their signature racing color. These cars were incredibly successful on racetracks around the world, winning major competitions and championships. Because many of the fastest and most famous racing cars were red, people began to associate the color itself with speed and victory. Over time, this connection became deeply embedded in car culture. When fans watched powerful red race cars dominating competitions, the myth that red cars were faster slowly spread among the public. Marketing and advertising also played a huge role in reinforcing this belief. Car manufacturers and advertisers know that red vehicles look exciting and dramatic in photos and videos. Red paint reflects light in a way that makes curves, shapes, and reflections stand out more clearly. Because of this, many companies choose red when showcasing high-performance sports cars in advertisements, posters, and commercials. Over time, this constant exposure makes people subconsciously link red with speed and performance. If you look at posters of famous sports cars or racing games, you will often notice that the featured vehicle is bright red. This visual marketing strategy strengthens the illusion that red cars are somehow faster or more powerful than others. Interestingly, there are also studies suggesting that people may actually drive red cars faster on average. However, this does not happen because of the color itself. Instead, it happens because of the type of drivers who choose red cars. People who buy red vehicles are often drawn to bold, energetic, and sporty designs. These drivers may naturally enjoy driving a little faster or more aggressively than those who prefer neutral colors like white, gray, or silver. Because of this behavioral difference, red cars may sometimes appear to be speeding more often, which further strengthens the myth in everyday life. Law enforcement statistics have also contributed to the legend. For many years, there was a popular belief that red cars received more speeding tickets than other vehicles. However, research has shown that the color of a car does not significantly influence how often it gets pulled over by police. Factors like the driver's behavior, the car's model, and the area where it is driven are far more important than the paint color. A bright red sports car might simply attract more attention on the road, making people more likely to notice it when it speeds past them. Another fascinating aspect of this myth is how our eyes perceive motion. Bright colors like red are easier to notice quickly, especially when they move against darker backgrounds such as asphalt roads or green landscapes. Because the color stands out so strongly, our brain detects it faster and processes the movement more dramatically. This can create the illusion that a red object is moving faster than it really is. In reality, two identical cars driving side by side at the same speed will perform exactly the same regardless of their color. From an engineering perspective, the speed of a car depends entirely on its design and technology. Powerful engines, lightweight materials, advanced aerodynamics, and high-performance tires are the real factors that determine how fast a vehicle can go. Modern sports cars use carefully designed body shapes to reduce air resistance, allowing them to travel at incredible speeds. Engineers spend thousands of hours testing engines, fuel systems, and suspension components to maximize performance. None of these elements are influenced by paint color. Despite the scientific truth, the myth of the faster red car continues to survive in popular culture. Movies, video games, advertisements, and racing traditions keep the idea alive because it is exciting and memorable. Red cars simply look fast, powerful, and dramatic, even when they are standing still. The emotional reaction people have to the color plays a major role in maintaining this belief generation after generation. So are red cars actually faster? The answer is no. The speed of a car has nothing to do with its color. Yet the legend continues because of psychology, racing history, marketing, and the way our brains interpret motion and color. Red cars may not be mechanically faster, but they will probably always feel faster in our minds. And sometimes perception can be just as powerful as reality. Next time you see a bright red sports car flying down the road, remember, it's not the color making it fast, it's the engineering inside.